Hey guys, today I have the fastest 8k damage game you will ever see. In 3 minutes here, my friend managed to do 8,000 damage in under 3 minutes, guys. That is just ridiculous in my opinion. I have never seen something like that. I don't know if somebody has done better than that, but that's just the fastest that I have ever seen. So he's in an encounter game, excuse me. He's in an encounter game, and he's top tier against tier ace. There's 2 artillery, and that's like what you should be worried about when I start my game. If I was in his shoes, that's what I'd be thinking. Oh hell, there is 2 clickers. You have to worry about IS-7, STI, KV-4 is not much of a threat, right? So these guys are the ones that you should be expecting on top of the hill. You have on your team T95 that's gonna go up with you, the Oho, which is somehow in the back, and the Patriot, right? But in this case he has Gorilla 15, which is weird. Why would you take your Gorilla 15 to the hill? You have no armor, no gun depression, no turret, right? Why would you want to fight hold down heavies? So he's up to the hill. It's the score. Let's pause this for a sec. The score is 2-0, and it's 20,000 HP versus 17,000 HP. So he's down 3,000 HP already. And this is World of Tanks nowadays, which like really sucks. You're still moving into position. You haven't even shot your gun yet. You know, you haven't even met the first enemy, and you're losing 3,000 HP and down 2 or 3 tanks. It's just ridiculous. But he doesn't seem to care about that. And let's watch right here. The Su-101, which is a Russian tank destroyer, he's gonna peek aggressively against him. He spots the STI, he doesn't care about it. He puts almost 1,000 damage to the Su-101 and falls back and side scrape behind the windmill. That is just ridiculous what this tank is capable of. And now the KV-4 is approaching, and the IS-7 as well. And he's just, you know, sitting here side scraping. Even though Leo Pata has lost so much HP, he doesn't just want to fall back, he just wants to stay here. But you know what? Okay, Leo PTA, you do whatever you want. He puts what? Almost 500 damage to the STI that shot his lower plate, which was like a really stupid idea. And then peeks against the IS-7 that was reloading and puts 539 damage to his poorly angled upper plate. IS-4 is not looking, he just shot. So he didn't shoot actually. He just peeked. So what he did here, he poked aggressively and said, you know what, I'll just trade 1,000 for the 400 of the IS-7. And unfortunately he bounced a shot on the upper plate of the IS-7. The IS-7 just shot, so he poked aggressively, which is the perfect play at this point, and puts 2 shots into him. That's 1,000 damage in 2 seconds. He falls back behind the windmill and he's on the reload. His team is down 5 tanks, guys. Look at this. 5 tanks, 4,000 HP deficit. And he's still going. He's still going. Now, the Grillet, that's funny, the Grillet in the back is asking for help. Okay, Grillet, I'll help you. So he's trying to punish the STI, and he does that. 1,000 damage to the STI. He side scrapes the STI, and that's like the perfect situation for the VZ-55. That's what you want to do. You want to hit the enemy heavy tanks for 1,000 and not take anything in return. He notices the STRV that's fighting the Grillet. STRV shuts down the Grillet, but in return Karma is a biatch, gets deleted. Just like that. 1,000 to the STRV-103B, the Swedish tank destroyer. KV-4 is the next victim. He's looking at him, and the KV-4 is not paying attention because he's looking at the T95. And he takes 600 from the T95. He fires a shot. The Edward fires a shot, but somehow disappears. But the second shot gets him. T103 bounces on the upper plate, I think. And now he's just, you know, going down after the T103. This is exactly the right play. You don't want him to run away. You have him exactly where you want him. He auto locks 400 and another shot for 168, and the T103 goes back to the garage. This is just ridiculous what he has done here. 6,000 damage. He's at 6,000 damage. He started racking up the damage at 13-minute mark. And it's been what? 3 minutes? And he's at 6,000. This is just ridiculous. And I know what I said. I said 8,000. 8,000 in 3 minutes. And that's exactly what you guys are gonna get. And now he's sitting here and he's thinking, do I have a shot on the Foch B? I don't. He notices the Scharfentour. The Scharfentour is just going after artillery, and from the 450-60 meters, one to the Scharfentour, and another one to the Scharfentour. Deleted. Just like that, guys. 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, he's got 8,000 damage. From the first shot, 8,000. That's like, what? 4,000 damage in 1.5 minutes? 4K damage in 1.5 minutes. That is just insane. And even if you count from the beginning, of the game, right? I mean, it's not his fault or anyone's fault. The game spawns you at the, you know, like at the edge of the map. If the game spawns all heavy tanks around the closer to the hill, he would have, you know, done it in less time. But even if you count from the beginning of the game in like 5 minutes to pump out 8,000 damage, that's still 4,000 damage in 2.5 minutes. In my opinion, that is just crazy. He spots the Foch B, puts one shot into him. The Foch B retreats because he realizes he's in a crossfire, which is a really good play. He knows he's in a crossfire between the AMX 1390 and the Visa 55, so he said, you know what, I'll just go hide under the hill and wait for them to go after Ari, then I'll just flank him. But my friend here did an amazing job. He baited him by acting as if he was going after Ari, but in reality he was just waiting for the Foch B to come around the corner, and he finished him off. 9,000 damage. AMX 1390 kills the last artillery, and that's GG. That's GG. I have never seen such a thing. Never in my life of playing World of Tanks have I seen that damage racks up this fast, this quickly. He has done an amazing plays, like really well deserved to get this kind of score. He deserved it. He told me it was his highest damage game and you deserved it, buddy. Really congrats on how you played this game. You side scraped perfectly. You played aggressively when you needed to against that IS-7, against the STI. You supported the team. You carried, not only supported, but you carried the team like every top tier heavy should. You took the hill and you showed the top tier enemy heavies how it's done. Good job to you, buddy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope to see you again soon. And if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content on this channel. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have you had any great games like this one? You know, where like you were just, even though you were down by 5 tanks, you managed to come back, and you did like an amazing comeback where you were pumping out the damage so quickly like this. I'd love to see stuff like that. This was Controller Master, and see you again soon. For the VZ55, that's what you want to do. You want to hit You want to hit the enemy heavy tanks for 1,000 and not take anything.